Imagine you're standing at a crossroads. For different paths stretch before you, each leading to a different outcome: success, failure, happiness, or regret. You stand there, thinking, analyzing, and questioning every possible scenario. What if I choose the wrong path? What if I regret my decision? What if there's a better option? Minutes pass, then hours, then days, and in the end, you take no path at all. This is the paralysis of overthinking, the silent killer of dreams, progress, and peace of mind. And today, we're diving deep into why we do this, how it destroys our confidence, and most importantly, how to break free from the prison of our own thoughts. Stay with me till the end, because by the time this video is over, you'll never let overthinking control your life again. Why do we overthink? The answer is simple: we want control. Our brains crave certainty. We want to predict the future, avoid mistakes, and make the perfect decision. We believe that if we analyze something long enough, we'll find the right answer, the safest, smartest, most foolproof path forward. But here's the harsh truth: overthinking doesn't give you control. It takes it away. Think about it. The more you overanalyze a situation, the more anxious you become. Your brain starts spinning in endless loops, replaying the same thoughts over and over again, but instead of clarity, you feel stuck. Instead of making progress, you stand still. Overthinking creates the very problems you're trying to avoid. Psychologists have a term for this: analysis paralysis. It's when your brain gets so overwhelmed by choices that you can't make a decision at all. This happens because of a psychological trap called the paradox of choice. Imagine walking into a store to buy a jar of peanut butter. Simple, right? Now, imagine that instead of 3 options, there are 50 different brands: smooth, crunchy, organic, sugar-free, extra protein, imported, local. Suddenly, what should have been a simple decision becomes a stressful experience. What if you pick the wrong one? What if there's a better choice? What if you regret it later? This is what happens every time we overthink. More choices don't make decisions easier, they make them harder. And in real life, this effect is multiplied 100 times over. What career should I choose? Should I start that business? Is this the right person for me? What if I fail? Our minds create a storm of doubt that stops us from moving forward. And the worst part? Overthinking doesn't solve problems. It only creates new ones. Overthinking isn't just a mental habit, it has real consequences. While you're stuck in indecision, life moves on. The job offer expires. The business opportunity vanishes. The person you love moves on. The more you overthink, the more your brain gets flooded with stress hormones. Instead of finding clarity, you feel exhausted, overwhelmed, and drained. Every time you hesitate, your brain registers it as a sign that you don't trust yourself. Over time, this erodes your self-confidence, making future decisions even harder. So the question is, how do we stop overthinking and start living? If you're someone who constantly overthinks, here's your breakthrough moment. I'm about to give you 4 simple, powerful strategies to escape the prison of overthinking and take back control of your mind. The first one is the 5-second rule. There's a psychological trick created by Mel Robbins. It's simple: the moment you feel yourself overthinking, count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, then take action. This interrupts the overthinking cycle before your brain has time to flood you with doubt. Thinking about going to the gym? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Need to make a call? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, dial. Stuck in indecision? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, choose. This technique works because it forces your brain into action mode before it can slip into overanalysis. The second is to limit your options. If overthinking is caused by too many choices, then the solution is simple: limit your choices. If you're struggling to make a decision, give yourself only 2 options. If you're stuck in perfectionism, choose good enough and move forward. Successful people don't waste time looking for the perfect answer. They make a decision, learn from it, and adapt. The third is to set a decision deadline. Overthinkers waste hours, days, even years trapped in indecision. The solution is to set a deadline. Give yourself 5 minutes to make small decisions, 24 hours to make medium decisions, and 1 week to make big decisions. Once the deadline hits, make a choice and move on. The fourth is to get out of your head and into your body. Here's a powerful secret: your body can break overthinking faster than your mind can. Every time you feel yourself getting stuck in overanalysis, do something physical: exercise, go for a walk, stretch, dance. Why? Because overthinking lives in the mind, but action lives in the body. Moving your body interrupts the mental loops and forces your brain into a different state. Overthinking isn't just a modern psychological struggle, it has deep philosophical roots. Throughout history, some of the greatest thinkers have wrestled with the problem of excessive thought and its consequences. The ancient Stoics, for example, believed that overthinking was a form of suffering caused by our inability to accept the unpredictability of life. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and philosopher, wrote in Meditations that we suffer more in our minds than in reality. He emphasized that most of our worries are illusions created by our own thoughts, and the key to peace is focusing only on what we can control, our actions, not our endless mental debates. In contrast, existentialist philosophers like Jean-Paul Sartre argued that overthinking is a result of human freedom. Since we have no predefined purpose, we are burdened with the responsibility of choosing our own path. But instead of embracing this freedom, we often fall into bad faith, a state where we become trapped in analysis, afraid to act because we fear making the wrong choice. Sartre believed that we must embrace the anxiety of decision-making and take action despite uncertainty. In his view, action defines who we are, not our thoughts, not our fears, but what we do. So, the great paradox of overthinking is this: the more we try to think our way into a perfect life, the further we drift from actually living it. The philosophers and thinkers who came before us understood this truth well. They knew that clarity doesn't come from endless analysis, it comes from action, from stepping into the unknown, from making choices and learning along the way. The question is, will you let your thoughts control you, or will you take control and start moving forward? Now, let's go back to the question I asked at the start. What happens when you stand at a crossroads, paralyzed by indecision? The answer is simple: nothing. Life doesn't wait for you to make a choice. Time keeps moving. Opportunities pass. The world keeps turning. So if you're waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, or the perfect answer before you take action, let me tell you something. That moment will never come. There is no perfect choice. No guaranteed outcome. No absolute certainty. But there is one truth: inaction leads to regret. So today, right now, make a decision. Any decision. Because the moment you stop overthinking and start doing, your life changes forever. If this message resonated with you, let me know in the comments, what's one decision you've been overthinking? And more importantly, what action will you take today? Until next time, think less, do more, and take control of your mind.